A pleasant good afternoon to you from Charles M. Schultz, Highland Arena. Late season boys high school hockey for you this afternoon here on Youth Hockey Hub, brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul. Jeff Pappas, my name, and it's a battle between Stillwater, 12-9, and Cretin Derham Hall with a record of 14 wins, 6 losses, and a tie. We're getting the starting lineups now. And getting the announcements of the starting lineups. Joe Raleigh, Logan Huber. Joe Raleigh and Logan Huber are the defensemen. Alexander Wells at forward. Ronnie Donar, number 12, the other forward. And at center, it's Wyatt Wasco, number 22, for the Ponies. For Cretin Derham Hall, Roy Cockendorfer in goal for Cretin Derham Hall. A freshman gets the start today.
Senior captain number 19,
Danny Magnuson, one of the captains of this team, the senior, is opening on defense.
At defense, junior number 21,
Chris Walsh, his defense partner, junior.
At left wing, junior number 7, Jack Nye.
Jack Nye is the center.
Senior number 14, Grayson Mylosh.
Grayson Mylosh, number 14, is at forward.
At center ice, junior captain number 15, Matt.
And Matt Gleason is the other wing on this line.
Led by Matt Charlie Bob.
And now we'll get our national anthem and get our game underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
We'll take a quick break and come back with our opening face-off next. You're enjoying high school hockey, brought to you by Sweet Peas on Youth Hockey Hub. Very well done, the national anthem, and we'll have our game underway momentarily. In goal for Stillwater is Jesse Brown, number 30. Brown playing in his 18th game this season. He's 10-7 on the year. Goals against average of 2.45, 90.6% save percentage, and 4 shutouts for the Ponies. And for Cretin Derham Hall in goal, it'll be freshman Roy Cockendorfer, 6-2. And he has a goals against average of 2.67, a save percentage of 88.7%, and 2 shutouts. And Cretin Derham Hall is in, of course, the home white, purple numerals, and gold trim. They'll work left to right as we call the first period. And the Ponies in the cardinal red and white. These teams played each other about 3 weeks ago. And it was a win for Cretin by a score of 5-4. At the St. Croix Valley Rec Center, place we were at last week to see Hermantown play against Matamidi. It's been kind of an up and down season for Stillwater. They won their first 6 games, then lost 8 out of 10, including 5 in a row. And since then have won 4 games out of 5, including Tuesday night, when they defeated Eden Prairie 7-5. It's controlled by the Ponies, who shoot it in. Playing around on the left side boards for Jack Nye, number 7. He can't get out. Puck comes to the near side wall. And then it's knocked back in behind the net. After it for Cretin Derham Hall is Walsh, 21, plays it around to the near boards, and the Raiders will break out. Through center they come, and it's shot in right on goal. Save made. The chance for Matt Gleason there. But a nice work there by Jesse Brown to make the easy stop. Now at center. It's picked up by Gleason, and he plays it back over to the near side. It's shot in by Milosh as the teams will work on their first changes. Coming up for Cretin, this is Mormon playing it ahead right into the line change. Now plays it into the Stillwater zone to the far side, and after it there is Cooper Wiley, number 4, plays out to center, brought in. And here come the Ponies to center. Joe Stengel, number 11, he's headed off along the near boards, and here comes Cretin back over the line. Here's a wrist shot right on, a save made as Zach Bridges makes a test of Jesse Brown, who reaches out and snares it with a glove to get a face-off. We played a minute 5 here in the opening period. Face-off coming up to his left. Puck down, Bridges on the draw for Raiders. Lost possession. It goes back behind the net, and it's picked up by Evan Murr, number 13, around on the far side to Isley. The leading scorer. Now a collision at the blue line. Makes some space for Noah Tussey, 1 against 3. He scores! He picked the top right corner against Kockendorfer, and Stillwater has the lead 1-0 after 1 minute and 19 seconds of the first period. Noah Tussey over the line with a laser beam for the top right corner. That is his 12th goal of the season for Stillwater, and the Ponies have a 1-0 lead. Now Stillwater gets possession from the faceoff, and from the red line it's shot in by Roski, number 20. Back behind the Raiders goal, Chris Walsh tries the near side. Comes to the high slot. Here's a shot blocked before it gets to Kockendorfer off the stick of Joe Raleigh. And the Ponies set up shop in the offensive zone. Here's a shot that's deflected from the point before it can get in by Pearson. And now it comes back to him at the right point. He throws it towards the net and again blocked at the defense, and the Raiders get possession and out they come. Puck is played into the zone by Mike Walsh. He heads for the bench, but he did it from his own side of center ice, so that's icing. And we'll go back for a face-off in the Cretin Derham Hall zone. 14:56 to go in the first period. We're brought to you by Sweet Peas in St. Paul. Today we understand we're on the big screen there. We are delighted to note that, so we're waving at you in virtual form. Puck down. We'll get the announcement of the goal. Stengel and Isley get assists. Loose at the left edge of the Raiders' goal, and the Ponies are really buzzing here. They center it, and the puck comes out to center as finally the Raiders get possession. They'll shoot it in through Milosh. It rings the boards, comes to the far side, and Nye is knocked in against the wall. Ponies control. Try to clear to the near side, and Preston Fellman holds it in. Centering pass comes all the way through to the far side boards. Mormon will play it behind the goal, and the Raiders will try to set up shop. A centering pass finds nobody home in the slot area, but they are able to keep possession. As Gleason throws it rink wide to the far side, and now Raiders try to come in front. And this is Bridges along the far boards. He has possession, throws it towards the goal, and a glove catch by Brown. Face off in the Stillwater zone to his right. And we played now 3 minutes, 5 seconds of the opening period. A 1-0 lead for Stillwater. Thanks to the 12th goal of the season from Noah Tussey. Well, you can check us out socially at the Youth Hockey Hub and on Twitter. Podcasts, videos, all kinds of great stuff as we get to the best time of the year to be a high school hockey fan. Girls are in playoff action today. Here comes Cretin Derham Hall. A centering pass deflected just wide. A nice setup there for Davison, but his tip just went wide of the goal. Now he will golf it back into the near corner. And the Raiders will look for a way to try to cycle out of that corner. It comes to the right point, and it's played back down by Magnuson into the near corner. This is Zach Bridges as the Raiders look for a tying goal. Flip to the blue line, played down with a glove by Magnuson, but only momentarily. They come out an odd man rush. This is Wiley. They have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pass to the right side. Here's a shot and a save by Cockendorfer, and an important early save against Adam Isley as Stillwater made a bid for a 2-goal lead inside the first 4 minutes. And we have a Stillwater player down by the side of the goal, and just always just shaken up. And that was Isley, the player that shot the puck. Missed the first game between these two teams with an illness. Face-off coming up in the Cretin Derham Hall zone to the right of freshman goaltender Corey Cockendorfer. And the Raiders girls are playing a playoff game today against Benilde, and they lead that game 3-1 in the second period, we're told. 4 minutes gone in the opening session. Puck loose along the far boards. And it comes in front, a shot and a save by Cockendorfer, and a chance there for Gunnar Ahrens, number 34. Stillwater patient, and they get a decent scoring opportunity out of it. Puck comes to center, and now the Raiders going to race for it, but it's rink-wided back into their zone. They'll have to chase Mormon. He's being hotly pursued by the forechecker, plays it down the near side boards. The Raiders will bring it in, and Theo Hopa unable to gain control. It's shot in weakly by Ahrens, a stick save by Hockendorfer. Now played into the Stillwater zone to the left, and coming back for it is Raleigh. Reverses back to the right side, and Huber now will try the near boards. Now the Ponies are able to play to center, but it's broken up there by the forechecker. Jack Nye played into the Stillwater zone, coming up on 5 minutes gone in the first. Ponies lead 1-0. Now it's rink-wided back into the zone by Magnuson. Back for it for Stillwater as Logan Huber tries the far side. And the Raiders are going to come out of here with a scoring chance and an opportunity for Gleason about 30 feet out. And Brown was quick to make that stop. Now the Ponies try the middle, and here they come. This is Spencer Scott playing it over the line. They shot right on, and the save made by Cockendorfer comes to the left point. And now rolls on out to center, so Stillwater will reset. Wiley plays it over to the far side to Raleigh. Stillwater with no numbers on their sleeves, which is a little bit odd, but might make identification a little more difficult from time to time as it's played into their zone to the left, and it's going to be icing as from their own side of center, and we'll get a face-off all the way back in the Raiders zone. 11:16 left in the first here on Hockey Night in Minnesota, brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul. My Ponies ready. Alexander Wells on for the face-off, wins the draw. Now in the slot, the puck bounces over to the far side boards, and Wyatt Wasco, 22, goes after it. Can't control. Shot from the slot, goes wide of the goal by Donar. Now a centering pass comes to nothing, and the Raiders get possession behind their net. Active forechecks for both of these teams here in the early going, and they found it a little bit difficult to get out of their zone, and we got a whistle. We have a What do we have here? We have a puck play to the high stick. So we'll take a face-off back in the Raiders zone. We'll drag it back to the right of Croy Cockendorfer. Top line's on. Isley on for the face-off for Stillwater. They win the draw on a shot by Tussey. The trigger man goes wide. Off to the far board. Puck played down by Joe Manning into the left corner of the Raiders zone. Comes loose to the left edge of the goal. Banked off the wall, and Darby plays it across to the far side. Flipped back behind the goal by Manning. Now a centering pass is knocked behind the goal. 10:23 to go in the first period. Raiders bring it to center. It's played ahead by Mormon, and then he heads for the benches. They change. Stillwater's come out very strongly here in the opening going. Played down to the glove by Isley down the far side. He comes and he'll shoot it in. Player is open in front, but unable to get the puck to Stengel. The Ponies give up possession in the far corner. Now behind the net, it's picked up by Bridges. Now Fellman The far side tries to play it out to center, and it's still in the zone. Stillwater holds it in. Isley along the far board spins to try to get away from his pursuer. Threw it in front. It comes right on, and Kokendorfer makes a save. They score on the rebound, and Stillwater has a 2-0 advantage. 7 minutes and 18 seconds into the second period. Stillwater grabs a 2-0 lead, and the goal for the Ponies is scored by Nelson Summery, number 16. That is his third goal of the season. And the Ponies have a 2-0 advantage. 7 minutes gone in the session. And the Raiders come back through the middle. This is Gleason over the line. Gleason feeds the puck to the right point. Magnuson feeds the near circle. We'll get the announcement. Tussey gets the assist. So Tussey with a goal and an assist in the first 7 minutes of this game, and Stillwater has a 2-0 advantage. Here come the Raiders to center. Rubbed out along the boards there was Gleason. Magnuson controls. Feeds the middle, tipped on the wrong side of Gleason and picked up by Wiley, who feeds the right, and Stillwater will play it into the zone. Now banked off the wall, and here's Jack Nye. He spins away, drops it back to Gleason. Whips a pass to the near side, and Chris Walsh will shoot it in from center. And from his own side. So icing is assessed, and we'll get a face-off back in the Raiders zone. 8:48 to go, coming up on the halfway mark of the first period, and Stillwater has 2 goals from Tussey and Summery. From the face-off, Raiders get possession. A long pass up the left boards for Mike Walsh. He tips it into the zone. And he's going to be beaten to the puck by Darby, who plays it around on the left side. There's a hard shoulder check thrown by Summery. Knocks a man down, and the Ponies will try the far side. At center, it's played ahead. And it's Noah Schlobeck, 26, playing it in. Lost possession. Walsh back out to center, and Stillwater will regroup. Bouncing puck at center is relayed back into the zone. And by Cameron Benson, check that by Theo Hopa, and that is going to be icing also on Cretin Derham Hall. So the Raiders a little disjointed here in the early going. Stillwater's forecheck has really hurt them here in the early going, as Matt Doman and his team playing well again towards the end of the schedule where you want to be. Stillwater 12-9 coming in. Raiders come to center, and here they come over the line. Pass to the near wing boards. Davison closes in. Toe drag, shoots, and a save made by Brown. Played over to the far side boards, and the Ponies claim it there. Spencer Scott back in the corner. Now Raleigh. The near side boards, Nick Dario, number 8. Backhands it to center. Bouncing puck claimed by the Raiders, but only momentarily. As they scrap for it at neutral ice. Puck shot ahead by number 20, Chuck Altier, into the zone, and it goes back behind the net. Ponies claim. 7:39 to go in the opening session. Dario over the line. And he's ridden off by 3 white-shirted Raiders. The puck rolls, and does it get to the blue line? Yes, it comes out to center, and they reset. Here's Wiley. Near side to Dario. He shoots it in as Stillwater gets a change. 7:20 to go in the first period. There's a try to thread the needle pass up the middle there for Milosh, and he was unable to track that down. Milosh. Here's a shot and a save by Kokendorfer on Adam Isley. And again, another decent scoring chance from between the dots here as Stillwater seems to be manufacturing those pretty easily. 2-0 the score, but Milosh, I was about to say, is just coming back. His first game back after a lower body injury. And Raiders very happy to have him back in the lineup, obviously. From the face-off. Loose along the far boards. Centering pass. Here's a shot that's whistled wide by Wiley from the right point. A long shot, and Kokendorfer makes the save on a long drive from the point by Evan Murr, and we'll get a face-off in the Raiders zone. 6:48 left in the first. Thing about Stillwater when they got their game canceled, against Forest Lake. That was their last scheduled home game. Their remaining 4 all on the road, and remains to be seen if they can reschedule Forest Lake, or if they will even attempt to. But that was their last home game. Centering pass comes all the way through to the far side boards. They have games at Matamidi, Eastridge, and Holy Family to close out their regular season. The last game coming up next Saturday. And now Gleason along the far boards for the Raiders. Gets possession on the half wall. Banks it over to Thelman. Now back to Gleason. High in the slot. He shoots. And it was deflected wide to the near side boards. Back behind the net it goes. And Darby feeds the far side for the Ponies. Pass to center is deflected back deep into the zone, and Mormon will go after it as Stillwater will get a change with 6. Here's Gleason down the near wing, over the line, backhanded centering pass comes to Grief off the defense, and now the Ponies break out 2 against 2, passes in the skates of Aarons, and he can't cleanly connect it. Mormon comes back to help out and knocks the puck to the near side boards. Under 6 minutes to play in the first period, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Ponies. Centering pass hops the stick of Spencer Scott, comes all the way back, and actually it was not a centering pass, it was a clearing attempt. That's why they're calling icing instead of having them go back for it. So with 5:33 to play in the period, we'll go back for another face-off. And the Raiders, I'm going to look at their remaining schedule if we can, and it turns out we can't because I'm not on the internet. So we'll have to try and fix that between periods. Play back in the left corner. And the Raiders will come down the far side. Puck played in deep by Bridges, and then he is stapled to the boards. Back behind the net as he went in deep. Picking it up there is Huber, then lost it. And a pass to Magnuson is behind him. He crashed in from the right point. And the puck was finally won by Bridges. He was unable to find his defenseman. And now Bridges back in. He's knocked off his pins there by Dario. Puck comes to the far side boards. And the Raiders' Nick Davison tries to come up with it. And it's intercepted by Dario. Back comes Stillwater. They'll play it into the Raiders' zone to the left. Going after it for the Ponies is Dario. Near side boards, the Raiders are able to get possession. And now falling there was Bridges, perhaps looking for an interference penalty, but the referee's not interested. Puck comes out to center, and it's Wiley. Lost possession, shot back in by Walsh. Back behind the Stillwater goal, they battle for it, and it's Murr for the Ponies, sophomore defenseman. They go to the half wall with 4:10 to play. And this is Walsh for the Raiders. He lost possession, picked up there by Ryan Roski, number 20 for the Ponies, as he goes down on a shoulder check. Stillwater will reverse, and Wiley will try the middle. Near side, Dario. Stillwater changing. Dario plays it in and then heads for the bench as they get their change. Thelman for the Raiders. Loose at the right edge, a centering pass, and Kockendorfer makes a save. Now the puck bouncing, and the puck comes over to Gleason, and here they come. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Gleason over the line, poke checked away by the defenseman. He has to circle back. Nice little saucer pass to the right side. Mormon shooting, and that goes off the defense. Mormon again, top of the left circle as the goalie looks at it. Through traffic, threw it in front, lost it. Here's a 2-on-2 for Stillwater. Tussey plays it over the line, lost the drop pass, backhanded out by Milosh. So the Raiders will regroup in their own zone. An outlet pass is stolen, and boy, a nice stop there by Kockendorfer as his defense left him hung out to dry, and Joe Stengel had a shot from about 30 feet out that was a good one, and the freshman had the answer. 3:07 to go in the first period. 2-0 Stillwater, and a good bid there to make it 3. Puck down, and out to center it comes, and that's Jack Nye for the Raiders, having trouble with it. Shot back into the zone, and they'll chase back after it. Wiegman runs it around on the boards on the near side. Milosh will play it ahead, and he can't get it out. The Ponies will pick it up. This is Wasco down to the right point. Penalty coming on the Raiders. Centering pass is deflected wide by Wells. 2:37 to go in the first period. Now the puck is touched, and we'll get our first penalty of the game coming up against the Raiders. And it was by the official in the corner here. Now we'll see what the verdict is. Heading to the penalty box for the Raiders is Grayson Milosh. Time of the penalty is 14 minutes, 25 seconds of the first period. And it's a Stillwater power play. Tripping is the penalty, and Stillwater sets up its power play. This is Raleigh scoring! He picked up the wired a wrist shot bar down, and it's 3-0, a power play goal, Joe Raleigh. And that power play didn't last long. The time of the goal is 14 minutes and 39 seconds, so as such, power play lasted only 14 seconds before Stillwater connects. It'll be Raleigh's third goal of the season. Assuming it wasn't deflected on the way to the goal, we'll wait for the official word, but the Ponies have come out like a house on fire here, and they lead 3-0 on the road. Puck comes to the near side boards. Milosh goes in for it. Now played to the right corner. And here come the Raiders to center with work to do. Let's get the scoring here. And it is Raleigh giving the goal. Tussey and Isley get assists. And here comes Stillwater in again. Pass over to the far side. A shot, and Cockendorfer saw, I don't think he had a real good handle on it, but managed to deflect it wide. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first period. Ponies buzzing again. A centering pass comes to the right edge of the goal, and Cockendorfer is able to knock it off to the right wall. Shot goes wide by Wiley off to the far side, and Raiders are on their heels here in the early going. Gleason along the far boards. He's 1 against 3. Gleason plays it to the right edge, poked out by the goaltender, but Gleason makes a steal and then tried to center it. Comes right to the goaltender at the left edge, and we'll get a stoppage with 1:11 to go in the first period. So Tussey, Summery, and Raleigh have scored the goals. For the Ponies, with 1:10 to go, they lead 3-0 here in the first period. Raiders get possession, play it over to the far wall, and Altier shoots it in, but they're not able to get any farther. Back out to center it comes. We're in the last minute of play in the period. Ponies in the left corner. This is Darby. And Stillwater now will break out down the near side. They rink wide to center, and this is Wasco playing it to the Raiders line before he's headed off. It slides out to center with 40 seconds to go in the period. Darby will play it back into the zone. And Magnuson in the left corner for the Raiders. Lost possession. Centering pass. Boy, Stillwater is just everywhere here in these last few shifts. Great pressure on the puck. Comes over to the left side boards. And Altier unable to play it. It's going to go over the glass and on a play with 20 seconds to go. Face-off coming outside the blue line. And it'll be Walsh on the face-off against Stengel. Puck poked back towards the blue line. Raleigh claims it, plays it to the opposite zone. 10 seconds to play. Puck comes to the near side wall. Now Raleigh pinches in but lost possession, and that'll do it for our first period of play. And our score here from Highland Arena after the first period is Stillwater 3. Cretin Derham Hall, 0 here on Hockey Night in Minnesota. Brought to you by Sweet Peas. Back with a summary in a little bit. We're between periods, and the Ponies are in charge, 3-0. You're enjoying Hockey Night in Minnesota brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul. back at Highland Arena in St. Paul. After one period, we have a goaltending change for Cretin Derham Hall. George McGuire, the senior, is now shaving the crease to our right. He's 8-4-1 on the season. 88.3 save percentage, no shutouts. As the freshman, Croy Kokendorfer, allowed 3 goals on 10 shots in the first period. But to be fair, didn't have much chance on a couple of them. The power play goal was through a screen and really picked a corner. Tussie's goal, though, was from the wing boards. Might have had more to say about that. But it's McGuire in goal now for Cretin Derham Hall. And they will work right to left as we call the second period for you here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Glad you're with us. Brought to you by Sweet Peas. Jeff Pappas with you with a call today. And Stillwater immediately breaks in from the faceoff, but Gleason is back for it to pick it up for the Raiders. We'll try the right. And here he comes. They'll shoot it on into the zone. And the Raiders will try to hold the zone. We'll see if a goaltending change will spark them a little bit as the puck is played into the zone. And McGuire will set it up behind the goal as Donard shot it in. And now the Raiders will try to run a flyer towards the far blue line. And now here comes Gleason. He overskated. Stillwater gets possession in their zone, leading 3-0. And now we're going to get a penalty coming up. It's going to be a hooking penalty on Milosh, and it'll be another power play for Stillwater, their second of the game. And he knew it. He heads right to the box. Time of the penalty is 39 seconds of the second period, and power play number 2 coming up for the visiting Ponies. They'll take the face-off, of course, back in the Raiders zone. And from the face-off, Zach Bridges wins the draw, clears around on the near side boards. Raiders try to clear the puck to center. They do get it there. Now behind the goal, Raleigh for Stillwater. And see Stillwater's power play can crank up here. And this is Isley over the line. Spins free along the near boards. Feeds center point, gets it back on a return from Raleigh. And the Ponies will work it around. This is Raleigh, who has a goal already in the high slot. Feeds over to the far boards. A centering pass is deflected over the glass and out of play by Thelman. We're going to get a face-off. We're going to call it where? We're going to call it to the right of the Raiders' goal. Face-off upcoming. Gleason is on for the Raiders. He draws against Stengel, and Stillwater gets possession. They'll play it behind the goal. Magnuson takes his man in against the boards, but Tussie is there to get possession. Goes behind the net, now fed to the near circle for Isley. Raleigh, Isley shoots. Might have caught a piece of the outside of the goal there as the puck caroms all the way back in the Stillwater zone, and Raleigh will chase it halfway through the power play. 15 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second period as the Ponies have a 3-0 advantage. And here they come through center. Played over the line. And now behind the net for Stillwater, this is Roski feeding the puck out to the right point. Murr over to the left. Return pass. Hey, thread centering pass through for Dario, and we got a whistle. And the nets come off, so we'll get a face-off in the Raiders zone to the left. 32 seconds remaining in that minor penalty on Milosh for the Raiders. And it's Roski on for Stillwater in the face-off against Bridges. Ponies get control. Wiley through traffic, shoots, and a glove catch by McGuire. Saw that one through traffic. We'll get a face-off again in his zone. 25 seconds of power play time remaining. Same two centermen. Bridges won that draw, but lost possession of the puck, and Roski controls it in the near corner. He centers, comes all the way up the slot. There's a one-timer blocked. Wiley took the shot and then threw it right back in front, and nice work there by Bridges. won the faceoff and then came out to challenge and block the point shot. Faceoff coming back in the Raiders zone. The puck wound up on the Stillwater bench. 9 seconds of power play time remaining. Milosh standing in the penalty box. Ponies get control. Centered shot and a glove catch by McGuire. Good shot there by Murr. Snuck in. Check that Donar, 12 instead of 13. And we'll get a face-off again to the right of the Raiders goal, that McGuire has stood tall here a couple of times in this power play. Puck down. It's underneath the center. Now it's picked up by Gleason. He falls as Milosh comes out of the penalty box. So their first line is on. Nye chasing after it for the Raiders, but is unable now. And now a hit thrown by Gleason. Knocks a Stillwater player to the ice. Picked up at center and backhanded into the Ponies zone to the left. 14 minutes to play in the second period. Gleason whacking away at it. Now the puck comes to the blue line. Rolls out to center and it goes out of play. Face-off coming at neutral. 3 minutes and 6 seconds gone in our second period. Goals for Tussey, Summary, and Raleigh on a power play for the Ponies. Now they call the face-off at center ice. Puck down. And Stillwater again getting possession. They've looked pretty good here in the early going. Puck is shot in by Logan Huber. Rings the boards towards the far side. Now picked up and saucered on the wrong side of Altier for the Raiders. Bridges puts it into the heating system. Out of play. And we'll get a face-off right outside the blue line. Bridges faces off against Stengel. And here they come. Stengel, he is taken in against the boards. Puck comes to the left corner. Magnuson behind the net, feeds the far side. And again, Stillwater doing a nice job of holding the zone, getting the puck deep and keeping it there. Here's Magnuson clearing around on the near side for Walsh. To the right point, shot is deflected off traffic. Shot initially taken by Murr. Now a centering pass down low, goal line to goal line, loose in the slot area. Now it's cleared past Murr and back into the Stillwater zone. Back forward is Wiley. And the Ponies now will take their time coming out of their zone. They have a 3-goal advantage. Puck comes to the near side. It's tipped ahead by Isley. And now loose in the center circle. Wiley will play it in, but it goes over the boards and into the bench. They'll take the face-off at center ice. 12:35 remaining in the middle period. Puck down, and Wiley feeds over to the right. Now here is Mormon. Lost it at center. Puck is played off a broken stick laying on the ice, and here comes Cretin. Klein over the line, flips it towards the right edge of the goal. And Brown holding his post there as his teammates come to his aid. Darby leaves it behind the net. And the Ponies play up the near side. Isley through center. Lost it to Magnuson. Cleared back to the near side and is golfed back in by Roski. Here comes Stelman for the Raiders over the line. Puts on the extra move, comes to the near corner, puts on the brakes, looks to center, nobody home. Puck played behind the goal, now to the left edge. And harmlessly to the corner it goes. Walsh had the opportunity there. We get a whistle and we have the net off, and a penalty face-off coming up in the Stillwater zone to the left of Brown. 11:42 to go in the second period. Stillwater in the ascendancy here, as they have been since the first minute and 19 seconds. That was the first goal of this game. Nye controlling for the Raiders. Better up there. Now here's Gleason on his backhand, and he's shouldered off. Puck comes onto the goaltender, Jesse Brown, and we'll get a face-off again in the Stillwater zone. Better stuff from Cretin as far as zone time, but they still figure out how to generate chances against a tenacious Stillwater defense. This team is playing well. Again, they won 4 out of their last 5. Played behind the goal, and Raleigh controls for the Ponies. Switch it in, but it's from his own side of center, and he knew it. And that's an icing call, so we'll go all the way back. And Gleason's line back on for the Raiders. Joe Stengel for Stillwater will take the face-off. Gleason wins the draw, but then poked it between his point man. It comes all the way back in the Raiders zone. Wiegman leaves it for Magnuson, and here he comes. Magnuson to Gleason, who relays it on into the zone. Wiley banks it back to center. Will Wiegman. They fed the near side boards, loose at center. Picked up by Tussey, but only momentarily. Here come the Ponies back in, they're offside. Stengel unable to bring the rush in onside, so we'll get a face-off at neutral ice. 10:48 to go. We're brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul, where we're told we are on their big screen today, and it's a place we've always wanted to be, so we're glad that we're there. Glad to have them bring you today's game. They're from Charles M. Schultz Highland Arena. 3-0 lead for the Ponies. Loose at neutral ice. Played into the zone to the left. After it is Thelman. He'll take it in front of his goal and try the right side. From center, he shoots it in. It'll ring the boards to the near side, and hustling after it there is Altier, the sophomore. And a pass to Altier on the top of the circle. Tried to throw it in front, spinning and shooting. Opportunity there for Nick Davison, and that didn't connect. Out to center it comes, and this is Isley over the line. He takes a shot, and he had the goaltender leaning, but then missed the net wide to the right as the goaltender looked at it. Now a shot on to McGuire. It's behind him, and where is it? And the referee lost sight of it. Opportunity there as Tussey swept it in front, and it got by McGuire, and nobody knew where the puck was, and neither did the referee. They lost sight of it, so he blew play dead. Face off in the Raiders zone with exactly 10 minutes to play in the second period. So a real good chance for a fourth Stillwater goal there. Did not materialize. Summary on the face-off for the Ponies. Puck put around on the near side and now out to center. Ponies regroup. Played in for an icing call. We'll go all the way back. .47 to go in the second period. And it's Klein on for the Raiders for this faceoff, number 16. He does battle against Roski. Puck comes to the right point. Magnuson shoots. And where is it? It's knocked over the top of the cage. Centering pass. And an opportunity for Klein, but he couldn't find it. Now here comes Stillwater, 3 wide. And I'll bring it in, and they're stripped of the puck at the blue line as Hopi plays it ahead. Now this is Walsh at center, leaving it off to the left. Magnuson keeps it, and here he comes over the line. Magnuson looking for some space, goes wide, centers from deep, and it comes right onto the goaltender as Brown knocked that away. And they'll come right out of the corner here, will the Raiders, as Davison had his story ended with a high body check at the front door of the Stillwater goal. The puck comes out to center, and Gleason will play it back into the right after it. Roski in the right corner for Stillwater. Coming up on the halfway point of regulation time in this game. And the Ponies have possession. Walsh feeds it around on the left side. 8:53 to go in the second period. Pass up the middle, and here they come. Roski feeding it to the right. Spencer Scott over the line, and it's poke checked away. Stillwater's caught on a change. Here's Gleason down the near wing. Cuts to the slot, has 2 trailers. Gleason over the line. Goes to the backhand side, poke checked away by Raleigh. So there's some nice recovery work there by the Ponies. Roski on the near side boards. Plays it to center. Dario lost it, and now it's swept back to Gleason on the left. Gleason cuts in, he shoots, it's blocked at the defense. And it's a good shift for Raleigh here. Here's Gleason trying to come out and jam the puck. Thelman at the right point. He flattens it out, shoots, hits the defense, and goes wide. It's picked up there by Huber. We have a whistle. We have a player down, and we have a cross-checking penalty coming. It's going to put Cretin Derham Hall on the power play for the first time in the game. It comes at 8 minutes and 52 seconds of the second period. And heading to the penalty box. Just as soon as I said he had a good shift, Raleigh takes a penalty for Stillwater. 2 minutes for cross-checking, and the Raiders have a power play that they can frankly use here as they trail it by 3. Zach Bridges on for the face-off, the senior. Knocked to his knees in the circle, but wins the draw. And here is Mormon feeding the puck down to the far circle. Mormon at the right point, flattens it, shoots, save, loose, rebound is swept aside to the near boards, and Nye is after it. The puck comes out to center, and the Raiders' Chris Walsh leaves a drop back in his zone for Mormon. He falls, puck loose at neutral ice, and now picked up finally by the Raiders' Altier. Over the line he comes. Altier with Nye breaking for the slot, can't get it to him. Now loose in the left corner, and Tussey will clear it all the way down the ice. Minute 15 of Raider power play. Here's Mormon, rink-wide pass to the right, and it just a little bit too far for Bridges, and it's golfed right back into their zone. McGuire will let the defenseman take it. Now Mormon on the near side, and a pass is picked up by Gleason. Over the line, Gleason is driven to the ice. And a shoulder check. Puck comes to the high slot. Gleason down low, and then he couldn't steer it in front. And the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Back for it is Preston Thelman, and he leaves it for Magnuson. We have 30 seconds of power play time remaining, and they give up the puck at neutral ice, and it's shot back in. McGuire out to the left, out to play it, and he lost possession. He's away out of his goal. A centering pass and an open side. And a chance there for Stengel, but that was blocked at the defense, so that was close. And here they come back with Gleason down the far wing. 13 in the power play. Gleason swings it around back to the right boards. Thelman along the half wall will go back behind for Gleason with 5 in the power play. Thelman at the right point. Feeds to the near side. Stillwater's at full strength. Magnuson shoots, and a save made by Brown. Face off in the Stillwater zone with 6:05 left in the second period. And the Raiders girls have defeated Benilde 4-3, we are told. Section playoff game today. So they live to fight another day. 6:05 to go here in the second period. And here come the Ponies down the far side. Wasco poke checked away at the blue line, and they have to regroup. Murr drops it into his zone. Under 6 minutes to go now. And Murr finally forced behind the net by Mike Walsh. Out to center, Raiders in possession. Chris Walsh plays it ahead, and he goes down on a hard hit by Isley, and the referee saw it on the backside. Another power play coming up for Cretin Derham Hall here. And heading to the penalty box is Adam Isley for cross-checking. So successive cross-checking penalties. 11:19 is the time of this penalty. And again, Cretin Derham Hall will have an opportunity to get back in this game with a man advantage. They had only 4 shots on goal in the first period.
Minor penalty has been assessed to the Ponies number 11, Adam Isley.
Magnuson from the faceoff. Over to the near side, it's Stillman with it. Back over to Magnuson, high in the slot. Now feeds the near circle. Now looking to throw it in front as Milosh was knocked down in front. Thelman winds up, goes to the left side of the goal. An opportunity there for Davison, and that didn't connect. Now Magnuson holds the zone at the left point, closing in. As Raiders showing some pluck here. Now this is Grayson. Or check that, Gleason along the far boards. I know that. Here's Thelman at the right point. Over to the near side, Magnuson. Back over to Thelman. 4:56 to go in the second period. Shot through a screen, just barely missed. And the puck is picked up by the Ponies. They'll clear it out to center. Magnuson is there to claim it for the Raiders, and now Gleason. Over the line, passes to the left. Davison tries to return it in front, gets it back in the circle, stops. Here's Magnuson. Davison in the near circle. Magnuson off the boards to Gleason along the far half wall. Throws it towards the net. Milosh there looking for a tip, and it goes wide. Magnuson. Milosh peels back. Magnuson. Milosh. Magnuson. Still has it. Now throws it across. This is Thelman closing in. He shoots that, goes off the defense, and the Ponies get possession, and they'll clear it the length of the ice. A lot of zone time for the Raiders, but nothing in terms of chances. The puck is played ahead, and this is Bridges spinning and centering it. Nye in his backhand plays it down and then can't direct it towards the goal. This is Nye with 7 seconds in the power play. Puck comes to the right point, and Nye along the far half boards as the penalty comes to an end. Nye comes out of the corner, tried to throw it across, nobody home, and it's deflected and shot the length of the ice. That'll be icing on Stillwater with 3:35 left in the second period. Score remains 3-0, brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul. This afternoon here on Hockey Night in Minnesota. We're glad to have you with us. Jeff Pappas with you with the call. And of course, as you've heard, the section playoffs just around the corner. Stillwater's last 3 games are on the road. The girls are playing section games all over the state today. Last night and tonight. And of course, well, the early games canceled by bad weather this week. Puck comes to center and shot back in by Thelman offside. They have to tag up. They do. And the Raiders will get possession in the near circle of their zone. Isley plays to center, and here come the Ponies. Pass to the near side is broken up by Jack Nye, and they have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Over the line looking for Nye, and the centering pass a little too far. It came out with numbers, and now the Raiders looking to center. Bouncing puck in the slot area comes to the near side boards, and I believe that's Thelman. He goes down on the near side corner. And let's see here. No clear possessor. Now it's shot all the way back into the Raiders zone. And after it is McGuire. He'll set it up as the Ponies will change. McGuire left it in front of his goal, and nobody came to claim it. Now he feeds an open wing board. And my goodness, Raiders a little fortunate there. Here they come. This is Thelman at center, working to his right. Over the line he comes, and it's blocked by the Stillwater defense. They can clog up neutral ice pretty well, this Stillwater team. And they've been tenacious in the forecheck all the way down the ice today. Here they come. Schlebeck into the zone. He is taken out by Magnuson, but carrying on for him is Summery. Schlebeck behind the goal, feeds Summery in the right corner. Now to the left point it comes. This is Wiley. Shoots, save, ready to score on the rebound, and it's 4-0 Stillwater. And I believe that is going to be Noah Schlebeck with a goal. And it's 4-0. It is indeed. 14:54 is the time of the goal. Well, McGuire didn't have a whole lot of help there. It'll be the first goal of the season. For the Stillwater junior. 4-0 Ponies. And we're under 2 minutes to go in the second period. And they'll bring it in. Puck played to the right corner. Magnuson after it. Now loose in the left corner, and Mike Walsh for the Raiders. Flips it ahead. We're back now. Now I got the announcement. Wiley gets the assist. And Quebec with a goal, and his first of the season. Puck played back behind the Stillwater goal with 1:16 to play in the second period. And here they come through center. This is Wasco to the far side over the line, and he will take it to the far corner where Magnuson will shoulder him off. Now a centering pass, a shot, and it goes wide of McGuire's goal. Stengel with an opportunity there to the right point. Manning, last minute of play in the period. It's played ahead, and here come the Raiders back. This is Milosh over the line to the far boards. Milosh to the slot, shoots. It's off the defense and through to the near side wall. Now this is Gleason. Nice pass to the right. Here's a shot and a save made by Brown. As an opportunity there for Thelman, who snuck in from the point. Now on the half wall, he plays it back behind looking for Milosh. And now it's going to be steered back behind the Raiders goal with 30 seconds to go. Thelman trying to hold the zone at the right point. He's got help from two teammates. It comes in front, but it's on the wrong side of Gleason, and it comes over to the far wall, and Joe Manning will play it behind the goal. 15 seconds to go in the period. Ponies through center, and there's an outlet pass that's blocked by Davison, who goes down heavily. Penalty coming on Stillwater. It's going to be an elbow, and it'll come at 16 minutes and 49 seconds. Of the second period. And heading to the penalty box for Stillwater is Noah Tussey. Now Stillwater's taken 3 minor penalties for 6 minutes in this game. And with 10 seconds to go in the second, the Raiders will get an offensive zone faceoff. Puck down. Magnuson feeds it over to the right. Here's Thelman shooting, and that does not get through. 4 seconds to go. Got to hurry. Here's Gleason out of the corner. Centers it. Comes on to the goaltender as the period comes to an end. And that is the end of the second period. And our score now is Stillwater 4, Cretin Derham Hall nothing. They will have a power play for 1:50 as the third period resumes, but the Raiders have work to do. And we'll do it for us here from Highland Arena in St. Paul. 4-0. Stillwater after 2 periods. You're enjoying high school hockey, brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul on the Youth Hockey Hub. Back for the third period here at Charles M. Schultz Highland Arena in St. Paul. Jeff Pappas with you for Hockey Night in Minnesota. Brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul. We're glad to have them along as a sponsor today. And Stillwater's probably pretty glad as well because they would like this effort to be seen by as many people as possible as they lead Cretin Derham Hall 4-0 after 2 periods. Shots on goal in the second period favored Stillwater 8-5, despite 2+ power plays for the Raiders, who will open the third period on a power play for 1 minute and 50 seconds. And that is the time remaining in Noah Tussey's penalty for elbowing, taken at the 16:49 mark of period number 2. So still an opportunity for Cretin to get back into this, but they're going to have to score early and fairly often if they want to avoid their 7th loss of the season. Stillwater coming in 12-9. After the game, our Sweet Peas MVP as well will be announced today, and there's a number of candidates for Stillwater. They played very well from the goal outward. Puck down, third period is underway, and in control is Thelman for the Raiders, and he has it back at center. Preston Thelman over the line, shoots it in, rink wide. Goes behind the goal, and it's set up there by Jesse Brown. Picked up by Wells along the far wall, but the Raiders are able to hold the zone. This is Gleason in the corner. Goes behind the net, now to the near side, Milosh. Behind the goal, leaves it for Gleason, swings around and scores! At the goaltender, moving post to post, and then Milosh left the puck for Gleason at the left edge of the goal, and he tapped it into the open side. It is a power play goal for Cretin Derham Hall after only 29 seconds of the third period. They're on the board. It is 4-1. Creative play there. And that is Gleason's 31st goal of the season. And how important is that? Well, no one else in the team has more than 11. And the Ponies come back in over the line. But getting there first is Mormon in the right corner. Puck rink wide right back into their zone, and Thelman will backtrack for it. Get the scoring. The only assist goes to Milosh. 31st goal for Gleason. And here comes Thelman back for the Raiders. He flips it over to the far side, and this is Nye with it. He tried to thread the puck through to Bridges, but that's broken up. And here comes Adam Isley, then drops it back in his zone. And the Ponies have been dented here. They lead it, by 4-1. Wiley plays it down the right. Here's a chance, and over-skating the puck before he could shoot was Wyatt Wasco. And then he gets knocked off his feet for good measure. Puck loose along the near boards. And the Raiders get possession. They'll flip it down. And here they come. Bridges over the line. Player on the right. Bridges centers it, and it's deflected over the top of the goal. After it is Davison tried to come out of the corner. And he's got a little bit of a jump in the Raiders' step here in the third period. And Roski will leave it back in his zone, and Stillwater will try the middle this time. That was the far side boards. And picked up there finally by Davison. Here comes Stillwater back in. Here's a shot, and it had the goaltender ducking over the top of the net as Roski missed over the top of the cage. Stillwater tries to come out of the corner with it, and Spencer Scott knocked in against the boards, and here come the Raiders. Bridges through center over the line, and then it ran off the end of the stick of Altier, who is the second leading goal scorer on this team with 11 after Gleason's 31. Now flipped off the glass to the near side boards. Played back by Gunnar Ahrens, 34 for the Raiders. Now here is Wiley. Spinning in his zone. Feeds it through the middle, and here they come. Ahrens over the line to the far side. Shoots, a save made by McGuire. And now the Raiders try the far side. Gets played in by the defenseman, Preston Thelman. Now behind the goal. Klein tried to come in front and could not. Ponies able to get the puck to center. Now it's picked up and shot back in by Mormon to the near side. Darby feeds the far side. And now a lead pass will go all the way down the ice. It was deflected, so there is no icing according to the linesman here on the near side. And now the Raiders will try to play it ahead for Gleason and can't get it to him. But now here comes Nye over the line. Gleason on his left. He shoots, blocked by the defender. Nye centers, and it was knocked to the right boards before it is played back behind the net by Wasco. Centering pass from in deep. They tried to set up Milosh, and it comes all the way back into the Raiders zone. Fed to the near side. And this is Walsh trying to step up, and Ponies will play it in. Here's Wells looking to center it. That's stolen away, and here's Gleason back. Down the near wing, they come in 3 wide. Gleason tries to center it, poke towards the right point. Is it held in at the line? No. It is played back in by Walsh, and they have to tag up. Now here come the Ponies down the near side. Donar, he got by one man. He goes in, he shoots, and a save made by McGuire, who came out to challenge him. Now a centering pass goes high in the air. The goaltender leaves his skates to leap up and catch it, and we'll get a face-off in the Cretin Derham Hall zone with 12:27 left in the third period, and Stillwater holding a 4-1 advantage.
Now, folks, we have a brand new Raider fan attending his first game ever, John Oxley. Welcome to hockey, John Oxley.
Face-off coming up to the right of George McGuire. And the Raiders will come out through center. A pass is a little bit too far for the intended receiver. Kleiner goes back for it. Now loose at the right edge. Altier had a swipe at it, and he couldn't connect. Here come the Ponies. Tussey plays to the right, and over the line they come. Putting on the brakes is Isley. Banks to the right point. Shot goes off the defense over the glass and out of play. As Murr took that shot, the face-off is going to come outside. They say, well, let's see where they're going to take it. They'll take it to the left of McGuire. Murr comes off. So it's Darby and Manning, Joe Manning, the defense for the Ponies. Isley behind the net, tries to come out the right side, and he goes down. It's played ahead by Bridges. And now they do come out. The Raiders do. Fellerman plays it over to the left side, plays it back on a return, and then it's knocked away to the near corner boards. With 11:40 to go, he falls and gets back up and tries to disrupt Stengel. But now the Ponies come out, and they have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Stengel over the line, he's forced wide. Now he centers it, and a chance for Isley, and he fanned on it. Here come the Raiders back. Down the near wing. Davison over the line. Stops in the near corner. We get a whistle, and the net has come off. Face-off being signaled outside the zone, as they say the Raiders are responsible. 11:16 left in the third period. Stillwater looking for win number 13 on the season. We mentioned they won their first 6 to start the season, but have been 6 and 9 since then. But 4 of those 6 wins have come in their last 6 games, so they are a streak team, but they're playing well at the moment. And now the Raiders are offside as they come in. We'll face off at neutral ice, 11:09 to play. And the Raiders control. Magnuson plays it ahead, and now played into the zone deep by Hopa, number 10. Played behind the goal. And Logan Huber feeds the puck up the right side, and the Ponies are able to get the puck to center. And here's Dario over the line. Dario in a race there, and he is shouldered off behind the goal by Will Wiegman. Utility player listed as both the forward and defenseman on this roster. Here's a shot as they come out of the corner. Save made by McGuire. Follow-up is stopped as Dario is denied from in close. Puck to the left point. Here's Raleigh closing in. He takes a shot, and that's deflected wide to the left. Might have gone off the goaltender. Now Magnuson behind the goal for Cretin Derham Hall. Plays it off the glass to center, and Wiley will pick it up, and then he'll head for the bench as they finish off a change. Now played in the Raiders zone to the right of the goal. Fellman has it with 10:08 to play in the third period. Preston Fellman over the line, 3-on-2. Over the line to Milosh. He tried to return it. It goes off the defenseman, Wiley, and behind the goal. And now the Raiders try to come out of the corner with it. Nye. Leaving it behind the goal for Milosh. Comes out the left side. Now back to Nye. Gleason. Nice pass to the left point. There's a shot that's saved by Brown as the puck came over to Ryan Moorman for an opportunity. Now it's played back out to center. And Fellman will chase after it in his own zone. And leaves it. Raiders back. Gleason over the line. Gleason puts on the brakes. What a long shift for this line. Moorman tried to throw it in front, and loose and comes back to center. And back for it is Ryan Moorman. Now they will change lines with 9 minutes to play. And the Ponies have possession in their zone. Darby banks it ahead and is picked up by Magnuson for the Raiders. Over to Moorman. They try the middle, and it's on the tape there of Davison over the line. He tried to get past a defenseman and was just detained long enough. And now it comes out to center, and here come the Ponies. They try to break through up the middle. Klebeco has his first goal of the season in this game, leading the charge there. Played to the right point and then shot back down by Lund behind the goal. Past the halfway point in the third period. Quebec tried to come in front, lost it, and now played down the near side. A little too far for Bridges. And it'll be Magnuson controlling for the Raiders. He comes over the line with it. He's all tied up, but gets the puck along the half wall. Still has it. Magnuson looks to center, and it comes all the way through to the near side boards. And it's played back down by Chris Walsh, junior defenseman. So along the far boards, it's played out to center, and Davison will backtrack. Raiders keep possession. And here is Chris Walsh shooting it on in. Now Bridges in the right corner. Nice use of his body there, but lost possession. And here's Isley down the far side. 3-on-2 Stillwater. Over the line they come. Stengel to the near corner. Here's a shot, a save. And I think that might have stunned him a little bit as the puck came to Tussey. And now it's in the Stillwater zone. Gleason picks it up. Looks to center for Nye. Creative play there, but it didn't connect. And now here comes Tussey down the near wing for Stillwater. He's got a trailer. Tussey closes and he shoots. And a save made by McGuire. Off to the left boards it goes. Turned around on that side, and here's Isley trying to come out of the corner with it. Comes to the right point. Murr steps around a man who slid. That would be Gleason. Now a centering pass is deflected by Milosh to the near boards. Tussey after it. And now Fellman takes him down, and here comes Cretin Derham Hall to center. Gleason over the line. He'll play it in deep and then head for the bench as they will change. 6:40 to play. Outlet pass is deflected, and Isley has to come back and clean up. Carrying on is Altier. He goes down under a check from Murr, and Stillwater gains possession. Wiley stripped of the puck by Davison. Played back in deep. Out to center it comes, and Magnuson will relay it right back in. 6:15 left. Wiley plays to center. Here comes Isley over the line. Puts the move on. He goes in and shoots, and McGuire out to challenge. Made the save. And we'll get a stoppage and a face-off in the Raiders zone with 6 minutes and 7 seconds to play. 4-1 here in the third period for Stillwater. As we're brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul on this hockey night in Minnesota. Broadcast here on the Youth Hockey Hub. And, of course, the boys tournaments coming up. Girls section tournaments have already started. Great time to be a hockey fan. Lots of good stuff going on. 6 minutes to play coming up here in the third period from Highland Arena. Centering pass comes between the point men and all the way back into the Ponies zone. Jesse Brown after it. And on the far side, this is Spencer Scott trying to get out of there and not able to claim it. Puck to the near side. Dario tries to clear. Magnuson holds it in right on the line, but only momentarily as it comes out to center. 3 white shirts right in front of us. Now the puck picked up by Hopa, who plays it ahead, and he will lose possession. Puck played ahead by Manning. He goes down on a hit by Klein. Played into the zone, and the Ponies will get possession. Try the far side. Scott plays to the right. Thelman will pick that off, and the Raiders will start out. Thelman's pass will get past everybody and come into the zone to the right. No icing. Comes out to the goaltender, and Manning feeds the far side boards, and here come the Ponies. Donar over the line. Centers it, and coming up to snuff that play out is Mormon, who stepped into the pass lane. And now here comes Gleason down the near wing. Puck played into the Ponies zone, but it's going to come right back out as it's picked off by Joe Raleigh. He'll play it ahead to the right, and it'll come on near the goal where Mormon will take it back behind. 4.5 minutes to play. Mormon swings around the near side, feeds it ahead. Passes on the wrong side of Milosh. And the Ponies will claim it along the far boards, but there to hold it in is Walsh. Centers. And Wasco will bank it off the wall to center. Raiders have to tag up. And the Ponies playing catch with it in their zone with just over 4 minutes to play. Here's Raleigh in the zone. He'll go back behind his net. Raleigh backhands it ahead to Wasco. Gleason plays it back in, steps between 2 defenders. Gleason taken in against the boards and now goes down under 2 red shirts, and he remains down. The puck is underneath him. So we'll get a face-off in the Ponies zone with 3 minutes and 38 seconds to play, and that's what's separating Stillwater from win number 13 this year. But Gleason is slow to get up as he went down pretty heavily. In the corner, but he's all right, and he will. And now the penalty, the faceoff's being called outside, as they say Gleason fell on the puck and is responsible for the stoppage. So played into the Stillwater zone to the left, and Wiley taken in against the boards. And here they come. Pass flipped into the zone on the left side. Aaron's after it behind the Cretin Derham Hall goal. Ponies set up shop with just under 3:20 to play. Lawrence around the right side. He can't come in front. Raiders get possession and are able to bring the puck to center. This is Davison down the near wing. Takes it into the left corner, swings it around to the far side looking for some help as Thelman comes in to try to assist, and here comes Stillwater back. They have a 3-on-2. If they can hurry over the line, they come. Aarons, and it ran off his stick. So some nice work by the Raiders defense there to get back and restore some order as the puck picked up there by Altier over the line. It's poke checked off his stick, and Stengel plays it back deep. 2.5 to go. Played ahead to center, and here's Stengel, and it's knocked off his stick. Carrying on is Isley. Playing it in, and Gleason will pick it up behind the Raiders goal, feeds the puck to the left. Jack Nye, and here comes Milosh. Over the line. Here's a shot, never got through as it was taken by Mormon. Raiders look to center, and they put it right between their point men. It comes all the way back with under 2 minutes to play. Now at center, here comes Gleason over the line. Centered it, comes all the way up the slot. Thelman hits the crossbar, he scores as it came down, and it's 4-2. Preston Thelman has scored his 3rd goal of the season for the Raiders, and they make it 4-2 with 1:41 to go. Time of the goal is 15:19. So Cretin Derham Hall has come back with 2 goals here in the 3rd period. And now we're going to get their timeout with 1:41 to go.
Timeout, Cretin, Derham Hall.
So that was just what the doctor ordered for them, but the question is it too little too late? They're going to have to blitz forward and pick up a third in fairly short order to have any chance here, but they have come back into the game, and that's, I'm sure, the most important thing for Paul Ryan and Bob Kinney, the coaches, or for Matt Funk, excuse me, for the Raiders. Of course, the associate head coaches Brian Murphy and Charlie Basco on this team. I'll get the announcement on the goal. Gleason and Milosh get assists.
An even strength goal at 15-19 for the Raiders.
So Stillwater is still leading 4-2. If there's life in the old boy yet, as the Raiders get on the board twice in the third period. It's Gleason and Wells on the faceoff, and we'll watch the goaltender. Face-off win for Stillwater is an important one. Over the line they come. Here's a shot wide of the goal by Wasco. And here come the Raiders, 1.5 minutes to go. They'll play it in for Gleason, and the goaltender's halfway to the bench. Now he comes off, 6 skaters on for Cretin Derham Hall. Puck played around on the near side, and Gleason will let Magnuson get to the puck first with 1:13 to go. Loose in the near corner. That's a 6-car pile up there. As Gleason has it along the half wall. Feeds it out high in the slot. Last minute of play. There's a shot deflected wide as they got it back to Mormon for that low point shot. Now a centering pass is tipped, and it comes back all the way into the Cretin Derham Hall zone to the right, and Magnuson with 48 seconds to go will play it out to center. Tipped ahead. And here comes Gleason in. He is rubbed off the puck, but carrying on. Mormon, and he topped his shot. Puck goes to the right side, and it's cleared by Huber, but not out. 30 seconds to go. And now Bridges plays it behind the net. Gleason trying to come out of that corner. He's taken in against the boards by Wiley. Centering pass, shot over the top of the net and out of play off the stick of Davison. That faceoff, where are they going to put it? They're going to put it inside. They say it was deflected with 21 seconds to play. That empty net behind them. Cretin Derham Hall with 6 attackers, but they need 2 goals. And Gleason on the faceoff for Cretin Derham Hall. Puck is down, and they get a faceoff win. Magnuson throws it towards the net. Blocked, flipped ahead, and with 14 seconds to go, here is Isley closing into the empty net, and he scores, and Stillwater will win this game. Isley hits the empty net for the Ponies. Their leading scorer, Isley's 19th of the season, and it comes with 9.5 seconds to go, so the time of the goal is 16:50. And the Ponies have a 5-2 advantage with 9 seconds to play.
Number 11, Adam Isley, assisted by number 19, Joe Stengel.
Stengel with the only assist, and our game will come to an end with Stillwater in possession in their zone. The final score this afternoon is Stillwater 5, Cretin Derham Hall 2. And the Ponies on the season now improved to 13 wins and 9 losses. Cretin Derham Hall with this home setback today drops to 14-7-1. And for our MVP today, brought to you by our sponsor, Sweet Peas of St. Paul, we will go with Noah Tussey of the Stillwater Ponies. He scored their first goal, assisted on their next 2, and had a very strong game throughout. Noah Tussey with a 3-point game, giving him 31 points on the season on 12 goals and 19 assists. And that'll do it for us this afternoon from Highland Arena in St. Paul. Final score, Stillwater 5, Cretin Derham Hall 2. Jeff Pappas saying so long, and thank you for watching. You've enjoyed Hockey Night in Minnesota on Youth Hockey Hub, brought to you by Sweet Peas of St. Paul. Have a good night.